Las Vegas is officially under new management, and if you thought the neon lights of the Strip were blinding, wait until you see the spotlight currently shining on the Indiana Fever. The takeover is not just underway, it is absolute, it is undeniable, and it is happening right in front of our eyes. Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham have officially planted their flag in the entertainment capital of the world, and they have brought an entirely new level of swagger to a city that thought it had seen everything. But behind the glitz, the glamour, the viral courtside appearances, and the massive crossover appeal, there is a storm brewing on the basketball court. The Indiana Fever are staring down the barrel of a massive matchup against the Las Vegas Aces, and the fan theories surrounding head coach Stephanie White are reaching a boiling point. Welcome back to WNBA Pro, your ultimate destination for everything happening inside the league. Do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, because what we are unpacking today is going to change the entire narrative of this season. We have to start by talking about the sheer magnitude of what is happening off the court before we even step onto the hardwood. Las Vegas has always been the ultimate proving ground for superstars. It is where prize fighters make their legacies and where entertainers cement their status. This weekend, the city essentially handed the keys over to the Indiana Fever, and nobody is commanding the room quite like Caitlin Clark. The NBA Summer League is supposed to be the ultimate showcase for the next generation of men's basketball talent. It is a highly scouted, highly televised event where NBA rookies try to make their mark. But the moment Caitlin Clark walked into that building, the entire gravitational pull of the arena completely shifted.
The GOAT is in the building. The GOAT is in the building. Caitlin Clark takes over NBA Summer League. You already know. We got NBA players calling her the best player in the world, y'all. Yeah, I mean, come on now. At least somebody recognized what's going on. Look, she mad at the refs in the game she ain't playing in. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's the GOAT.
You can see it in her body language and the way the crowd reacts to her mere presence. She is not just a casual spectator, sipping a drink and checking her phone. She is deeply invested, living and breathing the game of basketball. We are talking about a player who is getting genuinely frustrated at the referees during a game she is not even playing in. That competitive fire is exactly why she is the biggest draw in sports right now. And it is not just the fans who are completely mesmerized by her presence. The respect she is commanding from her professional peers in the NBA is completely unprecedented. For decades, the WNBA has fought tirelessly for organic, unprompted respect from the men's league. We have seen forced PR campaigns and scripted endorsements, but what is happening right now with Caitlin Clark is entirely different. It is raw, it is real, and it is shifting the culture. Take a look at what happened with Yuki Kawamura. The guy played for the Bulls last year. He is out there grinding for the Pacers in the Summer League, and when a microphone is put in his face, he does not hesitate for a single second.
That is the GOAT. We had Pacers guard Yuki Kawamura says Caitlin Clark is the best in the world. Okay, take a look at this. He says she's the best player in the world right now, so it means everything. This is what he had to say on what it means to have Caitlin Clark at the Pacers Summer League game, all right? So he played for the Bulls last year. Actually, I'm familiar with him. So, I mean, Caitlin Clark definitely did her part in the Las Vegas takeover, but nobody did it bigger than our girl Sophie did.
He flat out calls her the best player in the world right now. Let that sink in for a moment. You have professional male athletes, guys who are fighting tooth and nail for NBA roster spots, completely stopping what they are doing to acknowledge that the greatest basketball player on the planet right now is a rookie point guard for the Indiana Fever. That is the definition of a hostile takeover. She is not just dominating the WNBA rookie conversations, she has hijacked the entire basketball ecosystem. Everyone is talking about her, everybody is watching her, and everybody knows that she is the undisputed main event no matter what building she walks into. But while Caitlin Clark was busy holding court at the NBA Summer League, her teammate Sophie Cunningham was executing an entirely different but equally brilliant kind of takeover. If there is a masterclass to be taught on how to navigate the modern sports media landscape, how to build a personal brand, and how to capitalize on a massive surge in team visibility, Sophie Cunningham is the professor. She didn't just show up in Las Vegas to sit in a hotel room and wait for tip-off. She crossed over into an entirely different demographic, stepping into the hyper-masculine, high-adrenaline world of the UFC.
That UFC, ring carding it up, having a ball. Look at this, Sophie Cunningham, come on, damn. Took over Las Vegas. Listen, if there's anybody that has played their cards the right way and benefited off of being next to Caitlin Clark, it's Sophie Cunningham. She gave a lesson. This is a 101 lesson on how to capitalize on being.
This is what crossing over into the mainstream actually looks like. You have Sophie Cunningham, a professional basketball player, stepping into the octagon as a guest ring girl, completely blurring the lines between WNBA fandom and combat sports culture. She is out there smiling, hyping up the crowd, and absolutely owning the moment. And let's be incredibly honest here. I am completely cool with Sophie capitalizing on this opportunity. In fact, she deserves it. She has played her cards perfectly this season. When the whistle blows on the basketball court, Sophie is the one willing to get into the trenches. She is the one willing to take the hard fouls. She is the one standing up for Caitlin Clark when opposing teams try to play the role of the enforcer. And she is the one bringing that gritty, unapologetic toughness to the roster. If you are willing to go to war for your teammates on the floor, you absolutely deserve to reap the rewards of the mainstream spotlight off the floor.
In the ring, man, this is lit. This is lit.
Our referee for the
You got Sophie Cunningham doing her thing in Las Vegas, man. This is great. This is great. This is great. This is great, man. I mean, they did the legendary point off. The legendary point off. The legendary point off. Yeah.
Seeing her interact with the crowd, doing the legendary point off, it just proves that she has officially crossed over. She is not just a basketball player anymore. She is a mainstream media personality in her own right. She is building a legacy and a brand that extends far beyond the four corners of a basketball court. And the takeover didn't even stop there. The entire vibe in Las Vegas has been a celebration for this team. We saw the footage of Sophie, Lexi Hull, and Ty Harris living it up at Encore Beach Club.
That you think it stops there? Oh no, it didn't stop there. Encore Beach Club, just partying it up. Everybody having a good time. Now, I'm not mad at y'all having a good time, okay? I'm not mad at y'all. You got Sophie, you got Lexi, you got Ty Harris. They all out Encore Beach clubbing it up. I'm not mad about that. But I know one thing. As much fun as y'all had, Caitlin Clark, NBA Summer League, NBA players calling you the best in the world, Sophie Cunningham off at UFC.
They are out there enjoying the sun, building team chemistry, and having the absolute time of their lives. And honestly, nobody can be mad at them for having a good time. Professional athletes need that mental break. They need to decompress, and they need to bond away from the intense pressure cooker that is the WNBA regular season. But here is the harsh, unforgiving reality of professional sports. The fun completely stops the minute you lace up your sneakers and step onto the court. You can have all the fun in the world at the beach club. You can get all the viral attention at the UFC fights, and you can get all the praise from NBA players at the Summer League. But if you do not bring your absolute A-game to the arena today, the Las Vegas Aces are going to run you right out of the gym. This game against the Aces is not just another game on the schedule. This is a massive, high-stakes collision that comes with incredibly heavy narrative implications. The Las Vegas Aces are the gold standard of the WNBA. They are the back-to-back defending champions, and they just finished beating the absolute living daylight out of the Phoenix Mercury. They are operating like a well-oiled machine, and they have an MVP candidate who is playing completely out of her mind. Now, a lot of people are going to bring up the last time the Fever played the Aces, pointing out that Indiana managed to pull off a victory. But let us be completely clear and entirely honest about the context of that last matchup. During that previous game, A'ja Wilson was not on the floor. A'ja Wilson being back in the lineup changes the entire geometry of the basketball court. It changes the defensive rotations, it changes the rebounding margins, and it completely alters the psychological makeup of the game. A Las Vegas team without Aja Wilson is a very good basketball team. A Las Vegas team with a healthy, motivated Aja Wilson is an absolute nightmare. This brings us to the most critical on-court matchup of the day: Aaliyah Boston versus Aja Wilson. If the Indiana Fever have any hope of keeping this game competitive, Aaliyah Boston is going to have to play the game of her life. This is the #1 key to victory. Aaliyah has been developing beautifully, and she has incredible talent, but she is stepping into the paint against a generational force. If Aaliyah Boston cannot hold her own, if she cannot match the physicality, the rebounding intensity, and the scoring efficiency of Aja Wilson, the Fever are going to get smacked. It is that simple. The entire defensive scheme has to start with containing the paint, and that massive responsibility falls squarely on the shoulders of Aaliyah Boston. But the matchup against the Aces isn't the only thing dominating the headlines, because the situation surrounding head coach Stephanie White and her management of Caitlin Clark has become the biggest talking point on the internet. Now, we have to look at this objectively, but we also cannot ignore the massive uproar coming from the fan base and the sports analysts who cover this team daily. Right now, there is a massive conversation happening online, and fans are starting to ask some incredibly tough points.
This minutes restriction, I think it's BS. I think Stephanie White and his front office is full of crap, okay? I think they are sabotaging her. I think this is a way to diminish her value, lower her stats. I think that is 100% in play here. I don't trust this front office in the least bit. In the least bit. They got zilch in the trust factor for me. Zilch. I don't want to see Caitlin Clark stuck playing no
of the roster fitting in. The supporting cast has to elevate their execution today. Kelsey Mitchell is an incredibly talented scorer, but fans and analysts were highly critical of the missed opportunities in the last game. You cannot smoke wide-open layups against a championship-caliber team like the Las Vegas Aces and expect to walk away with a victory. The margin for error is simply too small. When Caitlin Clark draws a double team and hits you with a pinpoint pass, you have to finish at the rim. We also saw some incredible athletic plays recently, like that massive block pinned off the backboard. But flashy defensive plays will not matter if the team cannot convert on the offensive end. And then there is the perplexing situation regarding Lexi Hull. Fans are scratching their heads, wondering why Lexi is constantly fighting for playing time. She was out there playing great basketball, knocking down shots, and showing incredible hustle, yet fans are loudly speculating that coach Stephanie White seems to look for any possible excuse to put her back on the bench. The analysts are asking for more consistency in the rotation, and the fans are demanding that players who produce actually get rewarded with minutes. If you were out at the beach club building chemistry, you need to bring that exact same connected energy to the basketball floor today. Sophie Cunningham, you had an incredible night at the UFC, you built your brand, and you looked like an absolute star. Now, you have to bring that exact same superstar energy, that exact same aggression, and that exact same enforcer mentality to the hardwood against the defending champions. The stakes for this game could not possibly be any higher. If the Indiana Fever lose this game, the critics are going to completely ignore the fact that the Aces are a powerhouse. Instead, the critics will immediately try to push the false narrative that the Fever are somehow better without Caitlin Clark dominating the basketball. The detractors are waiting in the wings, hoping for a bad performance so they can validate their hot takes. The Fever have to silence the noise, execute their game plan, and prove that the Vegas takeover was not just a media tour, but a declaration of intent. I am going to be live streaming this entire game, going live 30 minutes before tip-off, and you absolutely do not want to miss it. We are going to have an incredible halftime show. I will be bringing some of you guys up on the panel to get your immediate reactions, and we are going to break down every single coaching decision, every single rotation, and every single highlight as it happens live. The anticipation is through the roof. The fan theories are swirling, and the basketball world is watching. Get down in the comments right now and let me know exactly what you think about the minutes restriction speculation and the massive matchup against Aja Wilson. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with every basketball fan you know. This is WNBA Pro. We are just getting started, and I will see you all on the live stream.